I want to bring in Maverick PAC National Co-Chair Morgan Ortagus, along with the National Review's Catherine Timpf. All right, Morgan, I'll start with you first. Are they just complaining here, or do they have a legitimate point? I mean, a lot of the candidates were visibly tired at the last Republican 3-hour debate.
Listen, I'm a political junkie. I love politics. I love debates. 3 hours is too long. Even I was bored by the last hour. I don't blame them. I think that you can have a concise debate. I think that CNBC should narrow it down, less than 10 people, and have a substantive policy discussion. Why do they need opening and closing statements? Let's get into the hard policy facts in this debate.
All right, Catherine, you going to defend anybody here?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I agree that it was way too long, but at the same time, adult male temper tantrums are something I'm never a fan. And this is typical for Trump because he does bring ratings. Love him, hate him, still like to watch him. Carson, I don't think anybody's really excited to hear Carson speak because he's, you know,
Wait, hold on a second. I mean, the man has been surging in the polls.
Oh, absolutely. But in a debate, he talks like this. Nobody's tuning in of the general population to see Ben Carson like they are with Trump.
I mean, he's an incredibly intelligent, articulate man, Jack.
He is, but I have to agree he's a bit somnolent. But I think the question here really is, do the debaters get to choose the terms, or do the people hosting the debate get to choose?
Well, if you're one of the debaters that happens to drive the biggest
on the other
ratings,
hand, I'd like to hear, firstly, I'd like to hear Jeb Bush and Mark Rubio have more of a conversation. And if Trump wasn't there, I wouldn't be that disappointed.
Two things. They're trying to control their message and demanding opening and closing statements. But this shows you the power that Trump and Carson have, or at least think they have, that they can hold out and say, we're not going to do it.
And we'll find out that I don't think they have it. Now, where does Trump get the onions to criticize somebody else for trying to make more money? Okay, that's ridiculous. Number two, if Trump and Carson are out of the way here, we actually might get to some real substance for once. So I actually tell them, go ahead, boycott it, take off. I don't care. I think you can hear more, like you said, Jack, from Marco. You hear more from some of the other guys, John Kasich, because those are the people that I want to hear from.
Well, it's about money, but you're not. Nobody's going to watch. It's going to be horrible ratings if there's no Trump. People are watching it.
And that's too bad for America.
People are watching it saying, what is Trump going to say?
Morgan, I want to bring you in here because we have some numbers. Hillary Clinton following up her strong debate performance with some rather impressive fundraising numbers. Does this mark a turnaround for her campaign?
I was really impressed by her fundraising numbers last night. When the FEC reports come out, I really enjoyed digging into it. And so Hillary Clinton has said by the end of 2015, she wants to raise $100 million. She's raised $77 million this year, and she has more cash on hand than anyone running for president. I was surprised at these numbers. I think it's a strong showing for her, and I think it may give Joe Biden pause.
There's a lot of questions about how much her husband is helping her out with those fundraising efforts and whether or not he's going to step in and be even a bigger part of that, Catherine.
Yeah, absolutely.
But are you impressed by the money that the candidates have been raising thus far?
You know, it's so weird to me when you think about how they had to beg George Washington to be president. This whole thing seems absolutely insane. But it's raising, but then, people aren't being frugal. If you look at with Jeb Bush, for example, super embarrassing for Jeb Bush to find out that Ted Cruz has more money in the bank than he does.
I don't agree with that at all. I mean, I think Jeb Bush had an impressive quarter. He raised, I think it was 12 million, 13 million. So he actually raised the most other than Ben Carson.
Right, and because it's so hard for Jeb Bush to raise money.
I'll add something too. Jeb's got one of the highest.
He's got a big super PAC.
Jeb Bush has one of the highest burn rates of any of the candidates, and he's been cutting salaries of his staff, trying to conserve money. So that never smells good.
With that stiff debate performance, I mean, I'm surprised he's raising any money.
Well, he's doing that like rap star thing where he makes tons of money and then he just blows it on a bunch of jets and then now he doesn't have any.
Wow.
That's
all
Jeb
right.
Bush.
Lots more to come. I want to thank Morgan Ortagus and Catherine Timpf for joining us on that one.